Stand by for action.
Thanks for joining me. My name is Dave Miller. I am the Unpleasant Blind Guy. Now, I know some listeners may have gotten tired of the subject that I've been talking about for some time, but I want you to know that I felt as compelled to include these conversations that I had with the Reverend Michael E. Jones, the underground professor, as I did to do the original The Way Back podcast in 2013. With this show, I conclude the series, and I conclude the commentaries where the Prof and I had some final thoughts. I'm also including portions of the Prof's program that promote it, because, as I said at the start, UGP Radio, which is where the professor can be found if you search for him, is a program that you should be listening to if you're interested in constitutionalism, history, and their relevance to the life of today and tomorrow. Educating yourselves so that you can educate others is at the root of finding the way back. There was a science fiction program in the late 1970s in the UK called Blake 7. And the first episode of that was called The Way Back. And very briefly, it was about a man who was a revolutionary, who was fighting against a repressive government, oddly enough, called the Federation. And he was convicted not of political crimes, but he was convicted of child molestation. And he was sent off to a prison planet. And at the end of, and of course the thing is entitled The Way Back. But at the end of this first episode, he's looking out a porthole at the Earth shrinking away, and a guard comes along and says, "Take a good look at it. That's the last you'll see of Earth." And Blake looks at the guy and says, "No, I'm coming back." So that's the genesis of the title.
I think I've heard that show. What's the name of it again?
Blake's 7. It only got a bit of play over here on PBS stations. It was, there were the same complaints about it that there were about the old Doctor Who, cheesy special effects and all that stuff.
Right.
But the storylines were pretty good. And I never forgot the title of the original, first Blake's 7 episode. And when I began thinking about all of this, encapsulating it all into something that I would like to see, into a return to a time when the people ran the government instead of the other way around. Well, how the heck do we do that? How the heck do we get to, let's say, 1960 America, only this time without, the racial BS, where black people are ostracized from certain places and all the other, indignities and iniquities. How do we get to that point? How do we get back to that? And that's when the title of that particular show came to me. How do we find the way back? So there we are. And I think, I hope at least that I've given it a start. And as I got to say again, Prof, I've said it before, but it bears saying again since we've got 15 minutes left here. That I appreciate your spending all the time on your great show, kind of throwing in your thoughts, which have been really valuable, and have just enhanced the whole thing. And I'll be doing this. I'll say this now. I'll pick someone each year, and if who's doing a podcast, and if they want to do this, then I'll go to their show each year, and we'll talk about this. To kind of enhance it, and they can add their ideas just as you've added your ideas, and their audiences, just like your audience, can consider all this and maybe begin making preparations of their own.
Yeah, that would be good. Or letting us know the things they would include in a what do they call those things when they stick them in the ground? A time vault.
Yeah, time vault, time capsule, Liberty box, freedom box, whatever you want to call it.
There you go, Liberty box. I think we can call it here at. Yep.
There you go.
Former resistance leader Raj Blake witnesses a massacre and is subsequently framed for a series of fictional crimes by a totalitarian federation. The way back.
There you go. That's it. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Oh no. I was waiting for you.
Oh, I was just reading a comment in the. I pointed out that Ken was the size he was because he ate his twin in the womb, and Cal was commenting on that.
Oh.
Okay. I was thinking more of the concept like from the Venture Brothers, though.
Oh, okay.
But yes,
it's odd. Well, Dr. Venture just kind of creates those every time they fall apart. But I think you stumbled onto the secret as to why Ken is so smart. Because he has two people's intellects inside there.
Right. Well, Dr. Rusty Venture was a twin, and he ate most of the other ones. So, yeah.
Right.
But yep, that's why he's smart. But, so, well, there you go. That's our Way Back series, and I encourage other hosts. I'm sorry, it's very distracting, but Dog has Mandy Sue trapped under a chair in their plane, and I'm always nervous. Yes, you're a good dog.
I'll tell you this, Prof. While you're sorting out the dogs, the whole 34-minute the Way Back, as I'm going to present it from now on, at least in long form, is now available on the Unpleasant Blind Guy YouTube page. That's not the SHR Media one. This is my own YouTube page. And if people want to go up there and get that, they can. I encourage them to download it and share it. And yes, if you use it on a show, I'd appreciate proper credit. But but spreading it is the most important thing. So please do that if you would like to do it.
Yes, highly encourage that. Any feedback, your own thoughts? If you want to do this, you want to get on, you want to add on, or you're a host and you want Agador or me or both to come on your show and talk about it, then we are both willing, I'm sure.
Oh, I appreciate that, Prof. Really do.
And start lining up to be the one that gets it next year. So, there you go. Any parting thoughts you want to do on that? Summations?
Well, the only parting thought that I have is that I appreciate everyone that is spreading it around and will spread it around. The people that listen to my stuff mean a lot to me. But this message, frankly, if I were to get run over by a bus tomorrow, this would be the one thing that I would want people to remember, to remember me for as long as anybody remembers me. And even if they stop remembering me, they should remember the message. And I appreciate I appreciate it, Prof. Thank you very much. Those really are my thoughts. And with that, Prof, I think I'll turn it back to you. And thanks again.
All right. Cal says, way to go, Agadorable.
Thank you, EBA. I so appreciate it.
Yes. How is G-Ski doing?
Now, Sue from New Mexico reports that G-Ski is doing fine. She spoke with him a few days ago, and he seems to be fine. And he very much appreciates everybody's prayers and thoughts on his behalf. He's working on his music right now with his son, and of course he puts out some very good hip hop, and a lot of times that has a little message in it. And I can't wait to hear his stuff. So G-Ski, if you're listening out there, bro, we're thinking about you. God love, and hey. Start sharing the love, man. You guys get some tracks done. Do share.
Yeah, we'll play them. Especially when Mary's not here. We can play rap when Mary's not here.
That we can.
Yeah, I've noticed there's a lot more Christian rap out there, growing and growing as a medium. The audience is receptive to it. So
there you go.
There are all kinds of ways of doing this, but there is a rapper out there that's been giving Obama hell, I have that somewhere on some tab somewhere. I will find that and try and add that to tomorrow's show.
Very cool. Yeah, that's cool.
We've got our
Well,
Columbus
GC,
Day special tomorrow. What's that?
Yeah. Oh no, go ahead. I was just going to say there's G-Ski, there's High Caliber, there's several good ones, and that's another way to teach, by the way. Go ahead, Prof.
Yes. Oh yeah, I'll try and find that rap thing on Obama. So I guess we'll leave it at that. Okay, and so that's it. Agador stuff you can get on YouTube at the Unpleasant Blind Guy. You can find his stuff at Pundit Press, and where else, Ag?
Well, that's again, YouTube, Pundit Press, the SHR Media YouTube page as well, and I'm thinking about expanding out to other media. So just stand by for action as always. And thank you, Prof.
Yes, sir. Everybody, that is the Unpleasant Blind Guy. Thank you, everybody, for your compliments and comments in the chat rooms and on Periscope as well. And so, yes, there you go. I guess that sums everything up. And you're not going to want to miss any of the shows next week. As long as I don't miss them, you're not going to want to miss them. I think you're going to find some neat stuff. I'm going to be hitting the Constitution from other perspectives. That'll primarily be the shows on Tuesday and Thursday, Friday are the themes for those shows. So there you go. I think you're going to find these to be really neat. I don't know how to explain it without allowing you to get ahead of me, and I don't want you to go get ahead of me on these. I want it to lay it out so that you can see it and then get your reactions to it at the time. But it will be constitutional, but not the Constitution. We'll be looking at it from other perspectives, from external perspectives, if you will. And I guess that's that. I will say good night and see everybody here tomorrow, Monday, 7 p.m. Central Texas time. And I guess I think that's everything. So with this, I'll boogie woogie out of here.
Man from out Chicago way. He had a boogie style that no one else could play. He was the top man at his class. But then his number came up and he was gone with the draft. He's in the army now, a blowing reveille. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B. They made him blow a bugle for his Uncle Sam. It really brought him down because he couldn't jam. The captain seemed to understand. Because the next day the cap went out and drafted a band. And now the company jumps when he plays reveille. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B. A toot, a toot, a toot-a-toot, a toot, he blows it 8 to the bar. In boogie rhythm, he can't blow a note unless the bass and guitar is playing rhythm. He makes the company jump when he plays reveille. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B. He was the boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B. And when he played boogie woogie bugle, he was busy as a blues bee. And when he plays, he makes the company jump 8 to the bar. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B. Toot-toot-toot-la-da, he blows it 8 to the bar. You can't blow a note if the bass and guitar isn't with the company jumps when he plays reveille. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B. He puts the boys to sleep with boogie every night and wakes them up the same way in the early bright. They clap their hands and stamp their feet because they know how he plays. When someone gives him a beat, he really breaks it up when he plays reveille. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B. Reveille. honeybee.
Those were the Boogie Woogie Boys, Agador and the Underground Professor, both sitting high atop a double rainbow, gaily swinging our feet over the Hermitage of North Texas's liberal conservative studies. This has been copyrighted in the year of your Lord 2015, via Concarne for the Agadorable fans and via Contoodles for mine.
That's it for this time. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for listening, and may your God go with you. Goodbye. The Unpleasant Blind Guy is copyright 2015, Anno Domini.